Hi, my name is Elena Chermak, and today I would like to tell you a bit about traditional, complementary, and alternative medicines. So, who am I? I received a bachelor's degree of biology along with a minor in chemistry and entrepreneurship from Drexel University. Following that, I graduated from the University of Pennsylvania Medical School, and after that I completed my 5-year residency at CHOP, and for the past 3 years I've worked in a private practice. The problem that I happen to find very intriguing is that people are deviating from traditional medicine. They are starting to choose treatment with new complementary and alternative medicine, CAM, which takes a more holistic approach. CAM has become increasingly popular, and many patients are choosing to forego traditional medicine altogether. I have personally noticed that many of my patients are using complementary medicine, and I have lost several to alternative medicine practices, which has decreased my income. I'm here to propose a clinic that will combine the CAM approach as well as the traditional approach into one facility. I want to build a practice with doctors who have studied either CAM or traditional medicine, who will work together to combine their knowledge to produce one or several courses of treatment for the patient to choose from. It will promote a better relationship between the doctors and the patient, as well as give the patient reassurance in their treatment, rather than having them feel as though they are being treated as a routine visit where the diagnosis is standard along with the plan of treatment, which is oftentimes the case in traditional medicine practices. Complementary and alternative medicine are two different things. Complementary medicine is used in tandem with traditional medicine. For example, a cancer patient would go to a chiropractor for pain caused by radiation. The chiropractor would be complementing the traditional treatment of radiation. Alternative medicine is treatment in place of traditional medicine. A cancer patient would choose to not go to radiation and take herbs such as wheatgrass instead. CAM practices include many things, including meditation, art and music therapy, homeopathy, neuropathy, chiropractics, magnetic therapy, and herbal medicine, to name a few. There is a growing percentage of people using CAM. Between 44 to 56% of patients use some form of complementary or alternative medicines. More adults than children, but most commonly women between their 40s and 60s. Many choose CAM to be more active in their healthcare decisions and take on more responsibility in their treatment plan. CAM practitioners encourage their patients to choose their treatment, empowering the patient, making the relationship between the doctor and the patient better. There is more trust, comfort, and a better sense of mutual respect between the two. For my project, I'd like to create a one-floor standard clinic in which both doctors in traditional and CAM medicine work together. Each patient would be seen by 2 doctors, one CAM and one traditional. They would assess the patient, their signs and symptoms, go back and discuss with colleagues of all backgrounds, and they would come up with a diagnosis as well as a recommended course of treatment or 2 for the patient. This will either give the patient the power to choose which way they would like to move forward, or it would give the patient a course that mixes traditional and non-traditional medical advice, reassuring the patient many put their thoughts into their plan. I would begin with one clinic in a location in which patients would be open to alternative medicine. I would target women ages 35 to 60, but also young adults just out of college, as well as those starting families, especially with the MMR vaccines being linked to autism. Although the links have been falsified, there is a growing concern. I would choose to use the suburbs of Philadelphia, given that the communities there are mostly liberal and more likely to be open to change. Also, housing is more expensive near cities, so most people will be educated and interested in having a say in their medical decisions. I would renovate a building which would cost about $650,000 for a 2,500 square foot space. At startup, I would need 3 months of operating expenses, including 10 doctors, 5 CAM and 5 traditional, insurance for the doctors, nurses, admin staff, and general expenses, totaling to $700,000. The grand total comes to about $1.4 million. Assuming each doctor sees 20 patients per day, and they make $60 per visit, and they all work 260 days per year, the total income from the 10 doctors would be $3,150,000 per year. After 3 months, operating income will offset expenses. I expect it will take 1 to 2 years for the clinic to become established. If the clinic is successful, I would begin to open other clinics in other suburbs of major cities such as New York, Pittsburgh, LA, San Francisco, and others. The success would be mostly dependent upon how the customers feel towards the clinic and if the clinic is busier than a traditional doctor's office. Will the concept save patients time and money because a single office visit will deliver multiple services? Will patients be happier with the treatment plans offered to them from the doctors? The income of the clinic must also be taken into account. We need to make money, so if patients are happy, they will continue to return, as well as recommend the clinic to their friends, so making money should not be a problem. Overall, the idea to create a clinic in which both forms of medicine collaborate and work together to create forms of treatment is an ideal place not only for older women, but young adults leaving college, as well as those starting families who want more of a say in their medical decisions pertaining to them. The clinic is not just to treat the sicknesses, but the people as individuals.